that actually is a very significant de-escalatory signal. But I think that Trump himself does understand that this war is not going well for him. Russia clearly is advantaged. And then finally, the Chinese are the big winners here. This war was President Trump's decision. He made it unilaterally. He decided on the war goals. He decided on the timing. He decided on the expansiveness, including decapitation attack. And that means that the most important decision to get out of this war is going to be made by President Trump. It's a unilateral decision to make a ceasefire. And so the fact that he has now said, I want to de-escalate, I have decided that I've done what I've needed to in terms of the military strikes on Iran, or I've already accomplished regime change, which is not actually true. But if he puts it that way, that actually is a very significant de-escalatory signal. But I think that Trump himself does understand that this war is not going well for him. It's unpopular in the United States, and it is costing a lot of money. And he doesn't have a good military plan for how to achieve significantly more than he already has. And in that regard, what we're seeing is Trump saying, okay, I guess I'll just declare victory. And if it were up to me, if I were advising Trump, and I've been saying this for a month now, I think the big mistake was that Trump didn't declare victory a month ago. But the reality is that this conclusion of the war means that for all of the military damage that Iran has taken and all of the damage of their economic infrastructure, and so they're not winners, but this regime is in place. Remember, Trump said he was going to rescue the Iranian people. They're very far from being rescued. They think they're living under the same regime. They're the only voice that really matters here. Trump said he was going to control the oil. He wanted to take the oil like he did in Venezuela. He's not taking any oil. And in fact, the Iranians have more influence over oil output, and it's going to cause a lot more cost. It's going to cause a lot more disruption than if there had never been a war to begin with. Russia clearly is advantaged here. They've made a lot more money from higher oil prices. They've managed to provide some support for the Iranians. Trump hasn't hit them back. In fact, he's suspended sanctions, so I think they feel stronger against Ukraine. Meanwhile, the Europeans are seeing the United States saying that they don't really want to be in NATO, that Trump is thinking about leaving NATO, which he can't really do. It's up to Congress, it's up to the Senate, but he's certainly more oriented in that direction, and that's going to weaken the Europeans. And then finally, the Chinese are the big winners here, because ultimately the Chinese are thinking long-term, and they are led by a leader that is reflecting what that country's strategic interests are in the world. And Trump is focused much more on the short term and much more on benefits for him personally. And I think that those things are very different. If the war really ends now, if the ceasefire sticks and we're able to see a beginning of reconstruction of the damage that's been done in the region, I think we might end up looking at a total economic cost of about, let's say, 20% of the global pandemic. So very significant, but something that we'll be able to live through in a year's time, for example.